Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good week in trading so far. It's been a busy week for me, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so we'll talk about that. Did trade a lot of NVAX, and that one's really been busy. We'll talk about that. Take a look at our other portfolio. It's been a real good week as far as everything goes, as far as the portfolio, as far as the pocketing of money, and just trying to recoup some of those losses from the downturn of NVAX. So that's what I've been focusing on, trying to get done and making pretty good progress this week. So let's talk about that. We'll jump over there and take a look at our portfolio. All right, first on the list here we see NKLA. That's the cola. That one's been having a lot of activities with it. The short guy knocked it down, and then the CEO came out and talked about it a little bit. So it's trying to come back a little bit. Did add to that one on the 14th, which is Monday. We added some at 35.72. It's still down from there a little bit, but 35.72 is where we added some Monday. So we're building up a pretty good size position in that one. So we just need to try to see if it can pop back up there at some point. When it does, we'll probably sell it if we can get 6% or 7% out of it. VXRT, that one today has been pretty good. And it was up 13% during the day, 13.5% as you can see there. And even in after hours, it went up to like $8.30, I believe it was, in after hours. So what I did is I went ahead and sold that one. We didn't have a whole lot of shares, a whole lot of money in that one. I was up 1% on it, so I went ahead and sold that in after hours. So just wanted to try to break even on that. We had gotten down pretty good on that one, so I was just kind of tickled just to be able to get my 1% out of that one. And now it could keep going tomorrow, for who knows, but I was satisfied with that. We had it about a month, and 1% in a month still pretty good. If you could do that every month, you'd have 12% for the year. So nothing wrong with taking that 1%. Just didn't have a whole lot of confidence in that when I was playing it for another pop. I've already pocketed some money on that once before, so I was playing it for another pop, but it never did pop. And matter of fact, it was on a downward trend there for a while, so went ahead and got rid of it at a small profit. Okay, EXAS down a little bit. Now EXAS was kind of all over the place today. If you go over here and look at this little chart here, you'll see it was up, down, up, and then down. So it didn't really know what to do today. So nothing major I'm worried about there. That's a good one. It's going to be all right. It just needs a good market run. The market was up really good today till the Fed started speaking, and then that's kind of blew everything. HTBX, that's been on a little bit of a run here lately too, so I'm not sure what's going on with these with the HTBX. I really didn't see a whole lot, but we'll keep watching that one. That's one that we were down on pretty good ways as well. Another one of those COVID stocks. You'd be tickled if I get my money back out of that one, but I don't know, 23% in a day. We'll just have to see what it's going to do here. Something might be going on with that one. NVAX, of course, NVAX is the biggie here. You'll see today closed at 120.13, but it got as high as 126.54. I started selling this morning NVAX. I started selling at 114, and as it kept going up and up and up, I just kept unloading shares that I had, and these shares are the ones that we had, sold out and got a better price at, and the ones I sold today is actually making 14.87% on them. For this week, the ones I've sold all week, it's a 7% gain on them. So, but we had been knocked down in the dirt on that pretty good from that fall. So we took a lot of losses on what we had, and trying to scratch back to even on that for the year. But even on that for the year is really good because we had a bad year last year with it. So I'd be tickled with that. But yeah, it's been on a run. I'm just about unloaded everything I had today. Still got just a few shares left I'm going to watch that one. You see, it did pull back from that 126 all the way back to 120.13. So I'm going to watch that one tomorrow and the next few days. We'll talk about that a little bit more as we close out the video, the strategy that I'm going to do there. I'll talk about that as we close out the video. XOM, oil was up good today with the market. I think there was an inventory. They were thinking there was going to be a lot of pull down on the inventory, and weren't expecting it. And actually, what had happened was there was a good bit of draw on the inventory. So that's why your oil was up so good today, and the oil stocks. So maybe the virus is, business is picking up. People are maybe traveling a little bit more. So that's good. As you can see, also, X has had a pretty good run the last few days. I like seeing that. I'm not really sure what's causing it to turn up, but as I've talked about before, those oil stocks and the steel stocks seem to run together, and it probably has something to do with the price of the dollar, if I had to guess. But you'll notice that as those things go up, you'll see the oil go up as well, which is good because I'd like to see that X get on a run. That needs to be next year's big run, but we'll take it if it starts this year. Got a long ways to go on that one though. ACB, same old, same old. It's just down there. It was green most of the day, and then it kind of sold off toward the end of the day. So, all right. So let's talk about what we're going to do tomorrow, or the rest of the week. Let me get back over here. So tomorrow, what I'm going to be doing. I want to talk a little bit more about NVAX and what I'm going to be doing there. Like I said, today we sold almost all of our shares, just a few that I'm still holding. Still going to hold out for 6% on those. I'm up about 2 or 3% on the ones I'm holding. But NVAX, as I spoke in the last video, if you recall, they've been going on this tour doing presentations all week. And as I spoke before, it's sometimes when they have those presentations, they get a little pop out of the presentation, and that's exactly what's happened every day this week. And so I'm not sure what kind of news drove it so good today, but the volume was not crazy. I mean, it was a little above average, but nothing crazy. So it didn't indicate to me that the big boys were, coming in there doing anything. Looks like just regular trading, and I think got a lot of institutional holdings and a lot of not very much float anymore since the split. So it's a sensitive stock. It doesn't take much to push it up or down, as you can see. So, but first 3 days this week, they had presentations they had to do. The next presentation is a week from today. So the 23rd, I think it's the 23rd, yeah, a week from today. So we'll watch that one. And watch that stock on that day, the 23rd. So what I'm expecting to happen, and this is without any kind of news. Any kind of news comes out, all bets are off. But if there's no real news between now and then, I got a feeling this one's going to pull back a little bit. And when it starts pulling back, at some point, once I think it's done pulling back, I'll start adding to it. I'll probably add to it at least next Monday or Tuesday of next week, because if there's no news and it does pull back, I'm going to start adding Monday or Tuesday, because I'm afraid it's going to start picking back up and doing a little spike on that Wednesday when it has another presentation. And sometimes on these presentations, when the news comes out, so we want to keep that in mind too. So, but there's all kinds of news we're waiting on. These presentations they talked about, the Phase 3 would start sometime mid-October. So any news about that for sure happening, or any news about data coming back from this Phase 2 they're in now, anything to do with nano-flu filing for the I think it's called a BLA, but any of that kind of filing with the FDA would be some big news as well. So it could pop at any day, so it doesn't matter. We're not holding very many right now, so we want to try to build that position up a little bit more on a pullback, and that's probably what we'll be doing. I'll be watching that. I may make day trades too, if they pull back and I can buy it on a good dip and it runs back up a little bit, then I might go ahead and take the money. But we'll see. I don't like to do day trades. I'd rather hold and try to get a little bit more out of them. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Gonna watch the rest of them, see what they do. Got the cash levels back up to a good level. Actually, my cash levels, I think we're about 45% cash now. So we are liking that. It's got plenty of cash to buy NVAX on the dip, so that's good. Really happy with that cash level. And but that's the game plan. I'll keep watching, and then probably going to get back on here probably Sunday night sometime, and we'll talk to you then. Okay? Have a great rest of your week trading. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking this button right here. Thanks. Bye.